Hello, welcome back to another episode of Little Miss. For those of you who are new here, my name's Riley, and I normally do this podcast with my roommates Lauren and Taylor, who are here. This week's episode is going to be on tropes in media that we cannot stand, that we don't like, that should be eradicated. Because as you might guess, if you've listened to this podcast at all, we watch a lot of media and we consume media and we talk about media and we care about media. So we're obviously qualified to tell you all the things that they should quit doing in media. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Who wants to go first?
Podcast creators.
Podcast creators go first.
Go first.
Let me get my notes. I shouldn't even make any. I'm like, let me get my notes. I didn't prepare anything.
Completely blank.
Like, I was really hoping one of you would go first.
Yeah. Okay, I feel like Taylor probably has this on your list because I know we all care about this, but what I'm about to bring up, Taylor cares about deeply. It's very important to her.
Okay.
I do hate the sharks are like evil trope in media.
Oh, yeah.
Where they're like sentient, like super villains.
Yes, that is one I do feel strongly about. But
Yeah.
actually, I didn't have it on my list.
Really?
That was good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it does happen all the time where like the shark isn't just an animal.
Yeah,
it is in fact the villain.
It's a Bond villain.
The antagonist.
Like, it's not about eating you. It's like about like
Causing
ruining
pain
your
and
life
suffering.
for like
Yeah.
very specific reasons.
Yeah.
They'll get like shot in the eye with a harpoon gun and like go
they
back.
still want you.
Yeah.
You specifically.
You specifically, yeah. They'll be like the shark found a shortcut. The
Literally.
shark did.
There will be like a seal like to the left and they don't care, like they want you specifically.
The shark wants vengeance.
They have like a vendetta. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they always remember, or like sometimes they'll remember and be like, "Oh, you killed my dad when I was 6 months old."
Like,
And like shark
have you ever
doesn't
met
do
a
that.
shark?
No. I do think that does just really annoy me because it completely takes me out of a shark movie.
Yeah.
Or like everything that happens after that, I'm like, I can't take this seriously. It's not that scary because it's
Yeah.
so dumb.
'Cause it would never
immediately.
happen.
Yeah.
Underwater movies should be scary, and they're usually not for that reason.
Yeah, they just don't make any sense. And it would never happen. Is there a good shark movie?
People are gonna say Jaws, but
I've actually never seen it.
I've also never seen it.
Hey, cut that.
A lot of people love Jaws. I personally think it might be the most boring movie I've ever tried to consume.
Yeah.
I was bored to tears the entire time. I'm sure for the time, like when you went to go see that in theaters, it was great. But consuming it now in the modern day, I
Yeah.
couldn't do it.
But
But it also specifically has a vendetta. Like
Does
it hunts them.
yeah.
Like it comes back to the same beach over and over again
Okay,
to
yeah,
like
sharks
attack
don't
this
do
boat.
that. They're not
Yeah.
people.
I think that originated the like Bond villain shark trope.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
Okay, you guys go next.
Okay, I've got one. This is also one that I'm sure we, one or both of us might also have on our list is cheating is okay
Yes, that
if
is on
you're
mine.
in love.
That is
Yeah,
mine.
that was what I remember.
And a good example of this is The Notebook.
I was gonna say, I bet you guys think we're not gonna bring up the Notebook again. I bet you
Wrong.
guys
I
think
think
that the
that-
entire episode we dedicated to was gonna be the end.
They're done with the Notebook.
Yeah.
We're never done with the Notebook because it's
No.
a terrible movie.
It's an awful movie. That Notebook is never closed.
That Notebook stays open in this house.
We are never done destroying the
Some
Notebook.
red pens, some notes for the Notebook. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Uh,
But it is the trope where it's like, oh, well,
Yeah.
they're meant to be together, so it's fine that they're horrible people and cheated on their
Yes.
spouses.
Most rom-coms, they're like,
Yeah.
you can completely screw your significant other
Yes.
over.
It doesn't matter
Lie, cheat.
how badly you treat them as
Yeah.
long as you're in love with the person that you're cheating with.
Yeah.
Just break up with them.
No, it's I find it also really takes me out of a movie.
Yeah.
And you know, like the best example like that's just very clear cut is The Notebook, but Lauren's right that it happens in so many rom-coms. It's just a repeated trope. And if you're going to like establish the characters who are cheating as like bad people and like we're okay with that, like that's part of the point, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But they're always like this is romantic and it's okay.
Yeah.
We should root for these people. It's like no,
Yeah.
he's cheating on his wife.
Yeah.
That's not romantic. It's just a crappy thing to do.
It's just a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
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 So-
No, I agree. I think I've talked about I don't know if I talked about it on here, but you guys know that I like He's Not Into You because the cheating storyline, they end up with neither.
I was gonna say that the cheating storyline is more.
That is one of my favorite rom-coms because Bradley Cooper, he ends up alone.
See, and that was exactly what I was thinking of. Where I'm like, that was one where the cheating trope. I was like, okay, this makes sense because the point is that they're both kind of bad people, and that was not an okay thing that they did.
Yeah,
it isn't justified in the narrative.
Agreed. Excellent addition. Cancel that. Cancel the Notebook. If anyone brings it. Yeah, you know what's out for the new year? The Notebook.
Don't bring
that up.
And every year after.
Yeah. And all the people, there's always that one TikTok where they're like, oh, just like, I want to be loved like the Notebook. It comes up and all the comments are like, Noah and Allie, Noah and Allie.
No.
There's that one person there that's like, this movie sucks. And then they get completely just
dogpiled.
They get eviscerated.
Yeah, no.
Publicly executed.
I stand with that person. It does suck. Okay.
Riley, it's because Riley is the comment.
Yeah, I'm like, and I would never know who that is, and I would never know from experience. And I'll never let it happen again.
Talking about a friend. I have love at first sight / unearned romance storyline.
That's also one of mine.
I don't like it when they don't show any kind of progression or like reason that these two people like each other, and then they're suddenly like, I would die for you.
Yes.
Like,
no, I agree.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
At all.
Agreed.
Like, no, I completely agree. Like, attraction at first sight, that's real.
Yeah.
But like, ride or die, we are now in it forever. After you've known each other 15 minutes, that's crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
No.
I bet everyone is like, oh, you're going to quit talking about the summer I turned pretty too.
Never.
No,
Wrong.
never. No. Because I thought about that with Jeremiah and Denise too.
Yeah.
Where that is not a part of the season at all. They don't earn anything. They're at best like buds.
Yeah.
Like
they don't even really talk.
They have that one scene after he doesn't go to Christmas where she's like, cheer up, buddy. And then they're just like, oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I'm fine that Belly and Conrad are together because I have Denise.
I'm in love.
This is the love of my life. Is she?
Is she?
You barely know each other.
Yeah. And plus, Denise would never have gone for him.
No.
Because she would have gone for someone successful. Sorry.
Like, well, that's why she wanted to date Steven.
Exactly.
Because he matched her,
no
freak
sense.
in business.
Yeah. It was completely unearned. Makes no sense. I agree.
Yeah.
Hate that.
Can you guys think of another scenario? That's just the most recent one I've seen.
I always bring up Thor, but I've literally only seen that movie one time. I just remember hating it that much that like Natalie Portman is like willing to like die or like go to his planet, some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You know what? For Chris Hemsworth,
I was gonna say
kind of
that one kind of makes sense.
I kind of get it.
Yeah.
They've known each other like 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Like the lengths that they will go to, and I'm like, oh yeah, this romantic relationship, and you're like, you guys barely know each other.
My life, like literally take my life for yours.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you know his last name?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
The next one, wait, I also had cheating on If You're Meant to Be Together, Sharks Are Evil. Oh, okay. I do feel really strongly about this one. Mine is people who can't dial 911 in movies.
Yes.
It drives me up a wall. I couldn't think of a specific example, but it does absolutely drive me insane when there's like so many opportunities before the worst thing happens for them to call in backup.
Every horror movie ever.
There's so many moments before like the worst thing happens where I'm like, I would have phoned a friend by now.
Yeah, like
for sure.
Like the vibes are sinister. Even
They're
if you
awful.
don't know you're in a horror movie or like a thriller, you know that something is deeply wrong.
Yeah,
Call
something is
911.
off. They're like, yeah, there's blood on the stairs. There's a note that says I'm going to kill you. And the door is weirdly not locked.
And about 4 bodies.
Yeah. But you know what I'm not going to do? Is dial 3 numbers.
You know what I'm not going to do? Call the police.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take this on myself.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go down there.
I'm going to take a baseball bat. I'm going to walk down these stairs.
Yeah. It does drive me insane.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good one. It's very frustrating.
Problem with all of these, though, is that they do need to happen. Well, not all of them. At least for that one. I understand why it needs to happen because it needs to propel the story forward.
Yeah.
If every horror movie ended because they called 911, it's like, I don't know, it makes sense. But I wish there was a balance, you know?
Agreed. There's a term in writing where it's called like hanging a lantern. And it means like basically, you know, it's a little bit ridiculous, but you acknowledge it in the plot. And like one of those things would be like, there's no cell service. So that's why they couldn't call 911.
At least justify
like
it.
you have to justify it in some way of like, oh yeah, obviously there's a clear solution here. We had to prevent it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think that's the solution rather than just having them be too stupid to dial 911.
Okay. No, I think that's fair.
My next one is the they're technically not related trope.
Ooh, never
Oh,
never want to
hate that
technically.
one.
Never
I
want to
hate that
technically.
one.
I hate it.
The first thing that comes to mind is Clueless.
Yes.
Mm.
A classic example where he's like, well, his mom was married to my dad, but then they got divorced. So, like, technically he's my stepbrother, but technically we're not
Just don't
related.
use the word technically. Don't use the word technically. Don't use the word technically.
Anytime you have to have a technically, you're too closely related.
Yeah.
Like, even if there's no blood shared, if you're being raised as siblings, if
Get
you,
that propaganda off my screen.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like it. It makes me
Yeah.
uncomfortable. No,
You're
No,
kissing
that
your
is a terrible
sister.
trope.
you're kissing your sister.
Truly. Yeah, there's a terrible trope. Did you guys see that TikTok like 4 years ago where the couple did biological testing and they were in fact cousins and then they stayed together?
Yeah.
Worst part is they made a TikTok about it.
Yeah, worst part they shared.
The worst part is that I know that.
The worst
because
part is they shared that with the
it.
world.
I would take that to my grave.
I would take that to my early grave.
Horrifying.
I can't be going around in the world too long with that being my basis.
No. My next one is there's no reason they can't be together, and yet they just
I hate that
can't
trope.
be together.
Yeah.
Like, give me a reason. So
Yeah.
often they're just like, I'm in love with him, and like he's my soulmate, but like just
It's
gonna pine
silence.
after him, and you're
Yeah.
like, hey, why? Well, like, why don't you just get together?
Yes.
Like, well,
Radio silence.
Yes.
we're just too different. Are you?
What does that
What did you
mean?
mean?
Like,
Yeah.
have you tried to be together?
Yeah.
No.
I just don't think it'll work. That's not a reason.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Go
do
kill
hate that
yourself.
trope.
Literally go kill yourself.
Yeah.
Then stop. Then I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Then quit this weird like.
Yeah.
It's creating false conflict that's just super annoying.
And I think that's why they usually throw in a cheating plot line, because then it's like we can't be together because I already have someone,
Okay.
which is
yeah,
at
yeah,
least
yeah.
a reason.
right.
Yeah.
You have to create some stakes and like obstacles to being together. If there are none and you just are not being together because
Yeah.
of no reason, that's stupid.
I've never seen it, but I feel like a great example of this is Normal People.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Yeah, the just truly they go like what, a decade or something.
Yeah.
with just we can't be together.
And they're
Yeah.
just like, we just can't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never seen it or read the book, but I do know that is the basic plot and concept is that these two people want to be together, are in love with each other,
Yeah,
and just are on again, off again
It's
for
just
like a decade for no
decades-long
reason.
It makes no
situationship.
sense, yeah.
We just read a book called I think it's
Talking
called
at
Talking
Night.
at Night.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was thinking that
And
too.
it's the same thing where
Yeah.
they at least have like kind of a reason at the beginning.
yeah.
But after like 20 years, if you want to be together, why do you not just start dating?
It is
Yeah.
wild.
What are we doing
Yeah.
here?
And people eat those books, and well, I guess they're both those books up. They love them.
They do.
People will be like, "Oh, I watched Normal People 17 times this year and
Yeah.
cried every single time." And it's,
It just makes me feel like you guys are dumb.
yeah, it does. The next one on my list, I think I put this on my list because it was very, very common in the shows that we watched growing up. But it's when they don't make a ton of shows like this anymore. But basically, the concept was like there's this one character in the detective force who is not on the force because they can't be for some reason. But they are infinitely smarter and solve every case before the detectives.
There's
Yes.
so many shows like that.
Yeah. They have like some quirk, and I love Psych. This is just a good example. Psych's like one of my favorite shows. But it's always like the one person that's smarter than all of the detectives, and they could never have solved the case without them.
But
Yeah.
they're never actually like employed by
No.
like they don't
Yeah.
actually
No.
work there.
They have like some special gift that's
Right.
above the police department. Yeah.
There's like that new one that's airing right now. It's just like mom.
High potential.
Yeah.
That reminded me of like
That
the
was-
2010s. Yeah.
James Roday directs some of those episodes.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause-
Actually, that does make sense because that is exactly what Psych was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I see what you're saying about that, but I raise you the trope of there's one person who's been consistently right every single time they are consistently right about this, and they'll present a theory, and everybody else in the room says, that's a little ridiculous.
No,
Every
I
time.
hate that
That's a
trope,
little
too.
out there. I'm like,
I hate that trope.
Do you have any evidence? And it's kind of
Yeah.
like, okay, well, maybe the past 57 times that they
They've
were
been-
right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that drives me nuts.
That does drive me nuts. I do want to like throw something at the screen every time that happens.
Yeah,
And again, it's necessary because like otherwise you don't have a show.
right.
But yeah, it's so annoying. It does drive me nuts.
I do. One This is something Marvel's really famous for, and it's you can't let a character stay dead.
Yeah, the resurrection.
Ooh. The
Constant
resurrection.
Yeah. Marvel does do that every 2 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, they're doing it again with Steve Rogers for the Doomsday movie, where it's just like, it means nothing now.
Yeah.
When you kill a character or write a character off, they're going to be back. And there's no reason to even feel anything when you do it.
Especially with the same character. Like, you can't do it, like, multiple times with the same person.
Yeah. Have they killed Steve Rogers more than once?
No, they didn't ever really like kill him, but they like kind of ended his.
They ended his story.
I do remember that. He like clearly passed the.
He passed on the shield.
Yeah, I'm like trying to fit in. I'm like, he passed on the shield. But I do remember that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like they end his story, and he comes back like basically when he's old, and it's implied that like he has lived a full life and is now done. I also hate that storyline, but for unrelated reasons. But if you're gonna do it. Why are we bringing him the same character, bringing him back?
Or
so annoying.
Loki has like actually died like 5 times. Like
Yeah.
genuinely, like
Yeah.
they said he was dead and then he wasn't.
Yeah.
They did that with Coulson, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. They killed him in the Avengers movie, and I cried. That was very emotional for me at the time.
Yeah.
And then they bring him back for the TV show. They're like, psych,
Yeah.
actually, that didn't matter. You do that enough, and like the emotional beat of killing a character no longer means anything.
They do that like 5 times in Outer Banks.
Yes.
with
It's
all the
true.
dad characters.
They do that all the time.
Die,
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, well, now I don't care.
Yeah.
It's true.
No. Outer Banks is also a great example.
I've noticed American media versus like British media. I feel like the Brits are savage and they'll kill him and they'll kill him for real. And we can't really let go of characters over here. They always fake die.
The Brits are like one step away from literally killing the actor.
Yeah.
Honestly, they have their family in the basement.
Yeah. They're wiping it out at the start.
If it's going to get views.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, you should be here for the show,
No,
not the character.
They are more cutthroat. And
Yeah.
America is very much like...
There's a sentimentality.
okay.
We're soft
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah. We haven't seen like the end of Stranger Things premiere or like, you know, the finale. But I heard a big criticism of that in this like season 5 is they were like, oh, you guys were supposed to like kill people.
Like you said, it was going to be dark.
Yeah. Which, spoiler alert, the whole like Nancy Jonathan scene where they don't propose, but I think that they're dying the entire time. People were like, well, you should have killed them.
Yeah.
Because that would have meant more.
Or the mom at the beginning.
Yeah.
Even
yeah.
Ted.
Yeah. Well,
He
we
didn't
don't know
even
what
kill
happened to Ted. He's gone.
No one cares.
He's gone, not in his character died in the fact that we don't care about him
Yeah.
anymore.
Because they're like, he's in a coma. You couldn't even commit to that one.
Yeah. No. Oh, wait. I do have one more. It's all just a dream trope.
where we
when-
just erase
Oh,
everything
it drives
at the
me
end.
insane. Yeah.
They just
like,
wake up.
Yeah.
Star Trek is actually pretty infamous for alternate timeline. Like it's like a like these episodes, a bunch of like really bad stuff happens, but then they like go back in time and fix things, so none of it
yeah.
actually mattered or happened.
Yeah. They just
like-
completely
they just
which is
erase the
essentially, like, it was
timeline.
all just a dream. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. There are episodes of Star Trek I refuse to watch because I'm like, it ticks me off. None of like all the character development, all of the plot lines, none of it mattered.
Didn't the Wizard of Oz do that too? Or no?
At the end, yeah.
I think they're like, yeah. Or even if they leave it in the air, well, they'll be like, oh, maybe it happened, maybe it didn't.
Oh, like in Wicked? Like the rewriting?
No.
I think the original, because I don't know anything about Wicked.
In The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy wakes up in bed.
Oh, yes.
And they're like, "Oh, I had the craziest dream."
Yes, and then like her neighbor looks exactly like the Wicked
Oh,
Witch.
yes,
yes, you're right.
and
And
it's
then like all the neighbors come over and like one of them looks like the lion. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
boo.
Ooh.
This one's less funny, but I do find it infuriating. When characters are expected to forgive bad parents, I hate that as a trope.
Yeah.
The Rookie does this a lot, where like
Okay.
there'll be a really bad parent, like Tim, for example, has like a really bad father who was like abusive growing up. And they're always like, you can't carry this anger around. You need to
Yeah.
forgive him. And I'm like, I don't think he does.
Yeah.
And he's like, why don't you come back to the house? And he's like, I don't have any good memories there.
Yeah.
And she's like, I just think you need to like patch things up with him. And then the show rewards that. They're like, yeah, that is what he
Yeah.
needed to do. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't agree.
No,
I don't
agree.
think that he needed to do that.
I
No.
feel like most like writers that write that think that's what should happen.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys probably didn't have bad parents.
Yeah.
Because people that had bad parents know that sometimes you just don't. Yeah.
And like if there's an effort made to reconcile where like somebody apologizes or like makes changes, that
It's
can
always
be
the kid reaching out though.
yeah, that can be more
Yeah.
interesting. But like if it's just the kid and like the parent hasn't changed and it's like I'm doing this for me, I hate that. I'm like, this is dumb. You've
No,
immediately
that's fair.
lost me.
Moving over slightly to tropes that I do like. I like when, like in Atlantis, the very like intellectual nerdy man gets an incredibly hot girl.
Yes.
I actually do like that. I think it's like
Yeah.
a cute trope.
Yeah. Kind of the same thing, but a little different. Like in Firefly, where a very funny man gets a very
Yes.
hot woman.
Yes.
I
Like,
loved
Wash
Wash and Zoe.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're one of my favorite like media couples.
Yes. I agree.
And it's like, it's such a good dynamic.
It is a good dynamic. And I feel like it makes more... It's like slightly different than like how it normally would go. I like when you
Yes.
can like watch a piece of media and be like, oh, that's how every other person would have written that. And I like that we did something slightly different.
Right.
Yeah. I thought I had more good things on this list and I really don't.
But that is a great one.
Yeah.
And it's also a great couple's costume.
True.
Yeah. One of my favorites, just in general, is when two enemies have to work together to survive. That I eat that up with a spoon.
I do like
I'll
that one.
snort that like cocaine.
Oh, how do we feel about an enemies to lovers trope? That's what that made me think of.
A lot of like girls eat that up.
That one too. Actually, that might be another one that I don't like. Is because it's never done well, and they just like each other from the beginning.
Yeah, it's very rarely like you actually were enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, you guys were mostly just lovers.
Yeah.
But I'm anti-enemies to lovers.
It's often either like you were attracted to each other from the beginning or it's rivals to lovers. That's like a common one that I do see where like they're rivals, but you're never enemies.
Yeah.
Like that's not the same thing.
Why do you think girls eat that up so much? Because I have a theory, but I think it might be mean.
One thing I have heard, and I don't know if this is accurate or not, is that sometimes it's a way to work through past traumas of like having an abusive ex who like, but like in the fantasy they change and apologize and like
that's
you get to
interesting.
have the fantasy of that healthy relationship, and it's like a way to process those feelings in a healthy, safe way.
Okay.
I think the tension is also just more interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they say, like hate is closer to love. Like if kind of like when the couple gets together in a show, sometimes it gets kind of boring because now there's no
The tension's been
the
lost.
tension's lost.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. What I was going to say is like girls that maybe, and it could apply to men too, of course, but I feel like they don't eat that up as much. Women who maybe have like unrequited love are hoping that it takes a twist. I hope that, or they're like, oh, well, I'm in the beginning stage of this. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I
Maybe
think
he'll
that's
flip and really like me.
that's also true.
Yeah.
I think there's a variety of reasons people like that trope. And like done well, I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
I do like
It just is rarely done well.
agreed.
Yeah. Well, that's everything on my list.
Yeah.
Same.
The classics.
The classics. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for listening. If you liked this, please subscribe, share, tell your friends. It would mean so much. Okay. Bye.
Bye.